I'll do this. Welcome everybody to the Natural Health Solutions on YouTube. It is True Natural Health. I know it gets confusing. And I decided to use the Wellness Quest Live as our team name this time, instead of the Muscadine Core Momentum, which is a little different than we've had in the past. And thank you guys. This is our first official Zoom call because last week when the challenge started, I was off on a flight to Las Vegas. I had a great time, but you guys are subscribed, most of you guys, to the YouTube station, and where I've made a commitment to walk each day. And again, God willing, because sometimes there might be things that get in my way where I can't, right? But I'm doing my best to do that. And I'm doing that for my commitment to the challenge, right? To be accountable, also to be accountable to you guys, even though I'm the captain, and be accountable to the whole universe. So I do hope that a few of you guys get motivated to do the same thing, and I'll be right along there to encourage you as well because you can. And it's a great way to keep things moving. And of course, you guys know I was really inspired by the Wellness Quest last fall with the app that we all downloaded. And my goal was to do 10,000 steps. And I said, can I do that? And I did. And I did 10 miles. I saw people doing 10 miles. I was like, can I do this? And I'm working up to that again because of time and other things too. We had a really bad winter here in Boston, as you guys know. But I'm saying all that on the call, on the lives, which is all truthful stuff, and it's just good stuff. And going through different topics as each and every day comes up in my wellness quest journey, and yours as well, the ones that talk to me that I help. So it's great to go live every day because everything's fresh, like the news changes every day. That's why we stick to it. And big shout out to everybody on this, whether you're in here live or you made the decision to join the quest or you're going to join the quest, because this is being taped and it will definitely load up to the YouTube station, and you still have time to do that because we only have two choices. Either we're in it or we're not. And we're not in it, we go backwards. And I know for myself, sometimes you need a break. I get it. But really and truly, life doesn't break. Bills don't break. Your health doesn't break. So why break? Right. So congratulations for being here. And that's why tonight as well, I had a long day, but it was a great day. I was twisting balloons and I said, let me get the walk in now. I did it a few minutes ago, got back before this wellness call, just fit it in. And we all make those decisions. So anyway, good stuff. So again, glad you guys are here. So with that said, tonight I just wanted to keep it short and sweet. And again, we have the trackers that you can download on the Juva, Builder app and or the Juva back office for what you're focused on. And those a lot of times are the questions that you answer each and every day by signing in on Tuesday for the week. And the last day to sign in for full points is Friday. So make sure that you're doing that because that's being accountable to yourself and to the teams that you're on because there are points and there's prizes with those points as well. And I've won them many times and you can too. And why not? Right? It's just an extra token to you guys doing the things you want to do anyway to be healthy. And if you're in the business side of things, it's a great way to build a business too. But really, it's about our wellness on this. So keep that in mind. And the questions usually are, unless you're doing, the pounds for dollars, where you're doing the photos. I know Jackie's doing that. I don't know who else is doing it on the team. And again, whatever you do, it's great. But it does ask about weight loss. It asks about, if you're drinking enough water each day and you're getting enough sleep each day, and just follow the questions. If you have any questions about that, let me know. The other part is the health survey that I learned from my mentor that goes through hard tissue, soft tissue, sugar, and digestion. If you've done one before, let's do one again to track because that means it's old news, right? I'm tracking it all the time, and everybody that's in this should be on that as well. So you're tracking and taking it seriously because your life is serious, right? And there's so many things that I have to look at on my wellness journey each and every day that when I've learned to do that, it's been phenomenal. I'm available for everybody to do that. And that's my goal is to help you guys do that. so that way you can really understand what happens on the inside of the body or the outside is what's going on the inside of the body. So it's really, really important that you do that. And again, there's nothing personal in those questions except for bowel movements. That's the only personal questions. It's like three, do you have diarrhea, constipation, that kind of thing. There's nothing else in there that's personal, but it does get to the root of what's going on. And like I always say on my walks and my talks, it's all about inflammation, digestion, blood flow, and absorption. And that's why I'm so adamant about ginger, turmeric, and muscadine that we have, because it's essential. Okay. Things don't work anymore because our food's screwed up. It's been screwed up for years. Okay. And medications, which are poisons, sometimes you have to take them, but there's side effects. Vaccinations, sometimes you have to take them, there's side effects. So just keep that in mind and look at the whole picture. And of course, I've been talking about that a lot on the wellness walks that you guys have been watching. So let me know if there's any questions. And again, big shout out to you guys for putting comments up. I appreciate that. But if this also puts you on the line of your wellness journey and you decide to create a YouTube station, just be accountable to your wellness, that's all you want. I think it's going to help you if you choose to do that. And I'll be the first one to encourage you. But what I wanted to ask everybody for this first call, were there any questions so far on the challenge or anything that I can answer? I want to keep it light tonight about all that, but I do want to talk about that and talk about the health survey as well in case there's questions that people don't understand or that they're going through something with their health and they want to ask. Doesn't mean I know everything. I'm not a doctor, not making claims. This will load up to YouTube, by the way, as well. So this will be public stuff. So something you don't want to share, don't do it. Okay. Although they don't see your names on, they just hear me unless you're talking. So is there anybody that has a question about this wellness challenge? Because again, this is kind of like our first call. Like I said, because I was away last week, although I did a call, but our first call to get acclimated into the challenge. That's why I wanted to make sure we did this tonight as our topic. So any questions? Mike, Joanne?
Um, I have a question, Steve,
Sure.
regarding tracking macros. How do you do that?
Good question. I'm not that good at that, I'll be honest with you. But one of the best ways to do that, I don't think any of us are good at that, is there's a couple apps, and I forgot the name of the app. I know I shared this with Roxanne on the last challenge. I got it from Melissa. There's a couple apps. There's a free version, and there is a upgrade that's very inexpensive that does that for you. I think that's the best way to do it and or weigh it. So what I'll do is there's some information on that in the back office, but let
Okay,
me get the right name of the app. I know it and I'm not thinking of it right now. And let me get the right name for it and I'll let you know. And if you remember it, if you can share it on here in case I forget next week, because I might forget, that'll be amazing. So, but
thank
yeah,
you.
no, you're welcome. That's probably
Thank
the
you.
best way to do it. And that way, let it do it for you on the app. I think it makes everybody's life a lot easier. Great question.
Okay.
Because it's funny you say that. You now this triggers something else. So, you know, I have like I was talking to Chris and he's joining the challenge. He had some health stuff. He's gotten underweight now, so he wants to bulk up. So I told him that on that scenario, do keto as well, ginger, turmeric, and muscadine. It's still a digestive issue, like Alan has, but he might need to do more protein with the good fats. So his macros are going to be a whole different ball game. Does that make sense? So when you're trying to lose weight, the macros are a certain way. When you're trying to gain and bulk up, it's a different way. Or if you start lifting weights, it's a different way. So there's all those different scenarios that go into play. But I'm assuming with your question, you meant for weight loss. I'm assuming.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
good assumption.
Good. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to totally assume, but I want to get clarity. So that's why I said let me be clear about that. That way, anybody listening to this and or will understand that.
Later. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Awesome. Any other questions? Donna, do you have a question or Lucy? It could be about anything on the challenge. Okay, and we lost Mike for a minute on here, but that's okay. We're taping this. So, Lucy, do you have a question?
No.
No? Okay. You doing okay?
I'm doing okay.
Good, good.
Yeah,
Good to hear. You
yeah.
still have time to join the challenge. We started the second team will be filled soon. I'll be starting the third team. Like I said, I was a little bit backed up going to Vegas and all that. But anyway, everybody knows to subscribe to the YouTube station because I'm giving good information on there and we're going to keep these calls going and keep them interesting as well. So it's going to be good stuff and a lot more reinforcement. And like I said, everybody, you have two choices. Either you're in it, you're out. And when you're in it, it does make a difference. I do think people get better results. And because otherwise, everybody I've seen, including myself, I've gone backwards when I wasn't, right? And it's just such a great thing just to make that commitment. And watch my live tonight. I had a good time with it. It's been a busy day. It's a great day. And I shared some personal things on there. And I love to hear everybody's feedback as well. Any other question about keto, paleo, anything else? I know Joanne had a good one with the macros, water. Everybody sleeping okay, getting 7 hours in, drinking enough water, doing all that. So, what does that mean? Got it. Yeah, it's all about tracking. So when you join the challenge, Lucy, it takes 2 minutes. There's a couple trackers you can download that goes through all that. And when you print it out and it's in front of you, I think you kind of pay more attention each day, like drinking half your body weight in ounces and making sure you're sleeping 7 hours, trying to get that in or more. I know you've been busy lately, but you got to take care of yourself. You can't take care of anybody else if you're not taking care of yourself, right? It's so key. So those are the things we want to look at and discuss and keep everything moving forward in a positive way. So that way, each day and each moment does make a big difference. And that's why, like today, I said most people aren't going to go walking right now. It was cold and pouring out, and I had a long day of balloon twisting, and I just went and did it, saying got it in, and I'm going to walk some more later on. So it's all decisions. And of course, there's only so much time in a day, but we can make the time to do things we really need to do that are essential. And I think that your health is essential. That's my personal opinion. And I think it's a fact. Because without you being healthy, where are you? Nowhere. You're right. So it is what it is. So any other questions, everybody? Okay, we're gonna keep this short and sweet then. If like I said, keep up the good work, keep checking in, and I think I'll get the groups together on the chat. I think I will do that tomorrow, and we'll get that going. And I think that'll be helpful. There's also the Natural Health Solutions on Facebook. I tagged everybody on that, including you, Lucy. And then, like I said, Lucy, if you sign up, you'll be on team 2. That's almost complete as well. And we're starting team 3. So you guys have a good night. Get some rest. Drink your water. Follow and track. And Tuesday night, we'll see everybody on Juba Fit Commit. And keep up the good work. And I will see you guys live tomorrow. If you didn't watch the live today, it's up and it's public. And this will be up maybe tonight or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet because I'm going to go out to dinner now. So with that said, you guys have a good one and keep up the good work. Appreciate you guys. Congratulations again for making the decision to be healthy and be here. You guys have a good night. Bye bye.